11-5 run with complimentary plays in the NBA postseason after giving you a winner last night on the Washington Wizards as a road dog in that ugly game against Atlanta that they should have won. And today I'm going to break down one of your two potential closeout games as the Chicago Bulls look to stave off elimination in Game 6 tonight at home against Cleveland. That preview and in-depth breakdown, plus a review of last night's NBA action coming your way in just a moment. Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here, and this of course is going to be your Thursday video report. Remember, today is the final day to take advantage of those special discount coupons in terms of packages. You can save $125 off the purchase price of any 30-day Handicappers package. You pick the Handicapper, save $125 off a 30-day purchase by using coupon code SAVE125. Remember, if you happen to already be involved in a package with a particular Handicapper, and let's say you have 7 days left, well, if you buy another 30 days, you'll then have 37 days left. You'll save $125 on the purchase price. And if you have any instant rebates that are applicable, they will work as well. Should you have any questions on how it all works, contact customer service, or you can save $50 off the purchase price of any Handicapper's 7-day package by using coupon code SAVE50. Remember, you don't have to be involved with a package with any Handicapper. You can be a first-time buyer. You can still take advantage of these coupons, but they expire. Today is the last day that they are offered. All your other discounts, promos, etc. will be available over on the homepage, so check it out. Quick props going out to Gabriel DuPont. He won again last night, and you got a huge discounted winner. In fact, it was the half-price play of the day. 109 winner, number 20 out of 29, Golden State, smacking Memphis down by 20 points. That was on the heels of the 80-dime winner you got 2 nights ago, Cleveland and Chicago over the total in Game 5 of this series. You got that for $9. Of course, Monday, charity play of the week, you got his 80-dime run line winner on the Dodgers over Miami. You got that one for free. So props again to Gabriel DuPont, who has now made $10 better since Thanksgiving, a little over $18,000. And, my goodness, just the past 3 weeks, he's made $10 betters, a little over $5,500. And also kudos to Chris Jordan. Yesterday, I saw he had an early play on the afternoon game between Washington and Arizona in baseball. So I thought, why not make that the 777 triple play? And he delivered a winner with the Nationals. He has now won 18 of the past 25 days, making $1 betters, a little over $4,400 in a 3.5-week period. So again, check out the homepage for all your promos, discounts, etc., and see what the other Handicappers have discounted going today. Now, let's talk about last night's action first. Oh my God, that Washington game. I told you when I broke down the game in depth yesterday in the video report that I thought you could have played it one of two ways. I leaned a little toward Atlanta in the first half. Good thing I didn't go there. But the official free play was going to be Washington +8 because I just thought that John Wall coming back, expected to come back, I should say, because we didn't know for sure yesterday afternoon. But with his expected return, I thought that would be like their Willis Reed moment, and the Hawks would rally around him. And truth be told, he was probably, along with Paul Pierce, the best player last night for the Wizards, despite playing with those 5 non-displaced fractures in his hand and his wrist. I mean, he had a very strong game last night. 15 points, 4 assists, 4 steals, 7 assists, 7 for 16 shooting. For a guy who's not a good shooter, basically doing it with one hand, I was impressed. What a weird game, though. I mean, the Hawks go and score 14 in a row in the fourth, right? After going a little over 7 minutes without scoring any points in the fourth. And then you think that Washington is going to escape with the victory. Paul Pierce hitting that clutch three-pointer, 8.3 seconds to play. Pierce and Wall, they're taunting the Hawks, and right there, I knew bad things were going to happen. And you saw how the game ended with Horford putting in the game-winning shot when Nene fell to the ground, and easy basket, and the Hawks stay alive. But my goodness, both teams played so poorly in that game. Wizards shot 37.5%, 4 for 17 with 3-pointers. And listen, if you're the Wizards, you got to hit some 3-pointers with Bradley Beal and John Wall and Paul Pierce out there, okay? Meanwhile, Washington had 19 turnovers in the game. That led to 20 points for the Hawks. Meanwhile, the Hawks only shot 41%, 25 turnovers for Atlanta last night. Kyle Korver continuing to slump. 1 for 5, his only bucket, a 3-pointer. Remember, in game number 5 in the series, game number 4 in the series, He took 4 shots and had only 6 points. So he is definitely in an unusual slump for a guy who led the league in terms of three-point shooting. Then you take a look at the Warriors game last night. Now, that happened to be my best bet, and of course, it happened to be Gabriel DuPont's big 100-dime play. Oh, I guess many of you, like myself, did not feel too good when the Warriors fell down 13 early in that game. But then suddenly they're up by 1 point, 26-25 at the end of one, and then they extended that lead to 49-41 at halftime. So any of you that had the Warriors minus 5.5 in the first half, you were happy puppies. Listen, the Grizzlies for the game, though. Another game where they couldn't hit the broadside of the barn. 39.8%. Warriors outscored them 29-6 fast break points. Warriors shot 46.9% from the field. Hit 14 of 30 three-pointers in the game. Grizzlies, 4 for 15 from downtown. You know, Steph Curry had a nice all-around game. I mean, he didn't have that monstrous scoring game, but when you look at the box score and you see Steph Curry last night had 18 points, had 6 three-pointers, he had 6 steals, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. That's a nice game. Now, did it hurt that the Grizzlies were without one of their top defenders, small forward Tony Allen, who did not play with a hamstring? Absolutely. But, you know, you look at the Grizzlies box score, and if I told you going into it that on the road that Randolph and Gasol would combine for 31 points and 22 rebounds, you would have thought your team would have been at least competitive as a 9.5 to 10-point dog. But that wasn't the case at all last night. Okay, listen, my best bet tonight is going to be on the Clippers-Rockets game. So instead, let me take a look here at the free play with Chicago and Cleveland. We know what happened in this series. We know how this series has turned with the injury that has affected the Bulls, and that, of course, being the injury to Paul Gasol, who was injured in game number 2, but manned up and played a lot of minutes, and tried and played quite a few minutes in game number 3, but has missed the last 2 games, and they have missed him dearly. Well, listen, now it's time for Gasol to have his Willis Reed moment. He's going to try to play tonight. Yes, he's officially listed as a game-time decision as I'm doing this report, around midnight my time, okay? But he says he is feeling a little better, and he's going to give it his best shot. They need him. No ifs, ands, or buts. You look at game number 5, and you see the final score being so close, and you see the Bulls getting the cover, plus 5.5, and you see that the Bulls were only down by 2 points with 1:18 to go. But then maybe you also forget, which would be a mistake, that they trailed by 10 points at halftime and by 17 points with 6 minutes and 9 seconds to play. Is LeBron going to have another one of those monster games? 38 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks, and 41 dominating minutes. Oh, he might. I mean, he very well might. I mean, Jimmy Butler is on him like a cheap suit, and LeBron is still having his way. But will Kyrie Irving, who is struggling with left knee tendonitis and also with a strained foot, is he going to have another good game? He had an awful series after re-aggravating the injury in game number 1 until he came up with a very strong 9 for 16, 25-point performance, basically playing on one gimpy leg in game number 5. Can he repeat? Will the Bulls have the home crowd on their side? Absolutely. Will Derrick Rose find his shooting touch after just a horrific performance? I think he missed his final 11 shots, and what did he miss? 13 of his last 15 overall? Hell, he had 16 points in game number 5, and 12 of them were in the first quarter, and then he re-aggravated a shoulder stinger that he suffered in game number 1, and again, he was just off. He has to rise to the occasion tonight. The Bulls have to get nasty tonight. Noah's got to have one of those defensive games where he's menacing down low. I think this game could play out very much like the Atlanta-Washington game last night. I'm going to go with Chicago. I do believe the Bulls can go ahead and knock this series and force a decisive Game 7, which, of course, the Cavaliers are going to win in Cleveland, but we're not worried about that. I look at this point spread. I think Chicago's 2. It's a fair price. I would go ahead and lay the points with Chicago. I think this could be an ugly, ugly game, one of those 88-84 games, one of those 90-86 games, you know, right there around the number, low-scoring game. I like Chicago as your free play. That'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I'll catch you again tomorrow when we do this one more time.